na chi station cheto chile gaiga chieke kusi Hot TV Kiso TV na chi TV chile gaiga so uta kukava event wa gaiga ntebe nga ase akikenda ta ase mangana ye strike ya banyagitari kamura nche banyagitari na baruba bwa mejano mato bwa mejano tuko kubera bobe serikali yange kubakana igo basandi baito bala banyagitari bato inge shida bagwetera serikali gwetera so waziri Nakhumicha so ai karansa ekenege ntoge tonge abantu bonse nyi gwasi yagusinyire umu president yacho rumonto mwao ilinda abanyagitari bira negasi bakonya abantu itorwaleta onye twarwara boniga nyasa etigakolende senje sukurwara munte bira korwali togo jase abana mwachike sukuru gaiga nditongani abana mwigura bayibuli baino abayibuli naino motigeli bali ko kwana abana baino mulitiga saba alimu eruse ya Easter erende nande genda ko koromu kya sukuru igwera bayibuli gende kanisa ekindi kintu kengencho asa mangane yo moyo etukumetinga abantu bamuke muchanga no bakuburukania babeka bamana kwa babeka ase chiguni banyaka stambu ya serikali batango no buoyo wako buoyo tukubata no muchanga yani ngo bokurumbi wa serikali ya Ruto babiro banene ngo saba jumbe bali muri bunge mokonye ensi ya Kenya aso kurangilia bantana komekisho nga babu turemeremo tonyora abantu barakole gasi ekengi abatebye ase chipara kamuranche twerende abagendi b'ikipara tukeanie emibasokano yabire menge bobe tutwale discipline ase chipara aina onda kwana make mbiamo sana so jagaiga abantu itono magoko muna magoko sana ito wekaga mbiamo sana agaiga nyasagati Jonah Ondieki, and it's a pleasure that you are here in the village covering this. So concerning the ongoing healthcare workers strike, it's unfortunate that we're doing the third week since this strike. In fact, in this village, we've lost a few people. Yesterday, we buried one person who would not get medication or medical attention when they went to hospital. So I'm urging the government, through the ministry and through the negotiation of the collective bargaining agreement, they heed to the doctor's call and they help them to get a good remuneration. We cannot continue like this as a country without medical cover and medical services. It's a shame to the government of UDA and the Kenya Kwanza fraternity that we can have a doctor strike for this long and the Kenyans are suffering. At the same time, they're talking about elections, party elections. How can you appropriate money for party elections when we have doctors striking and the citizens suffering? So I think the president and the ministry should be ashamed of what is going on, especially the minister, Susan Nakhumicha. I think she's incompetent. She cannot be able to sit down with doctors and agree. She's just throwing tantrums. We are urging the president to replace her as soon as possible because we cannot continue like this. Concerning the fake fertilizer, that's another shame for this country, that a section of people in this country can collect sand and soil mixed with the manure and call that fertilizer to supply government through National Cereals and Processed Board. It's a shame for the government. And the president said that he's going to get to the bottom of this, and I hope he's doing that, because these people get this contract sometimes maybe cronies to government operatives. Let's find to the bottom of this thing. We cannot have a government giving citizens and farmers fake fertilizer and getting paid by the taxpayers' money. The president, I know he has said about it and he's on top of the game, but we are urging that we move with the speed. We ashame this kind of people doing this kind of business with government and making the country suffer. Because when you give fake fertilizer, what you're telling the people is that we are not going to have a good yield, we are going to have a famine because we cannot have good produce, wasting money, wasting time, wasting the energy that people are putting in the farms. So that is something which I think I want the members of parliament, the agricultural committee, to summon the director of NCPP to come and explain why this is happening. And actually by now, heads should be rolling. We should get resignations and people leaving office or being fired. So I hope the president is going to take this seriously. He's a scientist. Kenya, we are talking about the backbone of the economy, being agriculture. So it's a shame. And concerning about the spate of accidents, I want to say that it is a number of factors that are interplaying to see this. As a driver, because I drive myself, I see a lot of lack of carelessness in the roads. Our boda guys, our brothers and sisters, fellow motorists of those drivers, people they think that the road is just their home. We have roads for us to use, all of us. We are urging that people be careful on the roads, please. And the government, for those roads that are not okay, please, and those projects that have stalled, we urge that the appropriate amount be followed, the contractors follow, and make sure that we have good roads for our people to use. But mostly, let me say, the backstops are the drivers. Don't drink and drive. Let's be careful on the roads. Because if you hit somebody, or if you have an accident, even if people survive, their lives will never be the same again, because they'll be lame, or they'll be having these problems, and the families will suffer. I want to pass my condolences to people who have lost their lives, students who have died on the roads, and the families that are suffering because of these roads. Because in Kenya, for the media like you, it's breaking news. Kumetokea ajali mahali fulani, watu fulani wamekufa. Then 2 days, another breaking news. But you have no idea the impact this causes down the road. And we are saying, please, let's be careful on the roads. I drive and I see this. Let's follow road rules, and also the police, the NTSA. Let's abhor corruption and bribery on the roads. Mtu akipata makosa, wacha sheria ichukue mkondo wake. That's what I can say, and thank you for covering. I have my brother here, Engineer Kimori. I think he's an engineer, he could have something to talk about it.